everybody. Thanks for joining me for tonight's Kaizen training. Super excited to be able to share with you some tidbits on what we're doing now with our latest and greatest product that is being offered through the Node blockchain and through Cirrus networks. So actually, I just literally, like not even 20 minutes ago, got the latest and greatest slides from our good friend, Mr. Craig Smith over at Cirrus Corporate. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick overview based on these slides that he sent me. And while we're doing that, I'll go through, make sure that we answer some of the frequent questions we've been getting, and then we'll open it up for actual questions at the end. All right. So let's go ahead and share this. So this is the new latest and greatest Cirrus Networks opportunity presentation, where it's all about being global, being a community, and of course, limitless potential, right? And that's super fun. All right, so disclaimer, as always, with Cirrus and the Node blockchain, we're just providing information, and it's not any kind of financial, legal, or investment advice. We're not talking about any kind of security or anything. It's just a decentralized blockchain opportunity, and there's no guarantees or any promises being made tonight about anything, okay? Just potential. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this. So what is blockchain and why should you be a part of it, right? Well, blockchain isn't just a technology, okay? It's a foundation. And the key thing about it is the entire world is starting to adopt it, okay? Because it's expensive to have trust. We've always depended on whether it's banks or the government or when it comes to different kind of things, getting our driver's license, getting a passport, right? We have these centralized entities, and we have to pay them. We have to pay them to verify things for us. But unfortunately, it can be really slow. I don't know if you've ever tried to get your passport before, but it can take 6 weeks or more to get your passport. We know how it is to go get your driver's license, right? You got to stand in line forever at the DMV, and that's because we have these centralized places, and you go and you pay the fee, and then they verify it, and then they send you stuff later. So blockchain, what it allows for is an opportunity to have stuff be super fast, seamless, automated, and no chance of corruption, no chance of any kind of manipulation or any of that. It's really, really changing the way the world is working, and all kinds of institutions are starting to adopt it, which is really fun. So we have our own blockchain, and it's called Node. Okay, so when you want to be part of the Node blockchain or have some ownership in this community-owned blockchain, you do so by getting what we call a node. Okay, so a node is a generator. It's what creates the power. It allows for the blockchain to expand all over the world, and we all get to participate. So they don't have to go and get a branch of the Node blockchain, right? They don't have to go rent out a building and hire some employees and say, okay, you guys are running Node in this city, and then go hire some other people in another city. No, they're letting each of us as individuals have ownership by purchasing a node and hosting our node, and that can be worldwide. And we have node owners all over the world, literally, from China to Japan to the United States to South America to Australia to Europe. There's pretty much a presence of node ownership in all the continents across the world. And because it's community based, we all benefit. Everyone grows together, okay? And then it's also redundant. It creates protection, because if all of a sudden something happens in Mexico, for example, right? There's like a revolutionary war or something happens, it doesn't matter, because guess what? It's all over the world. Or if some societal thing happens, one part of the world has a great big earthquake or whatever, well, it won't affect it because it's all being sourced all across the world, which is great and a benefit for all of us. So, noddy nodes, okay? If you believe that decentralized networks matter, then node ownership is just how you take part. It's how you can participate, right? Rather than just watching from the sidelines. So that's pretty cool. Now, the other really neat thing about the Nodi blockchain is it's one of just 39 other layer one blockchains that are out there working, operating, doing what they say they're going to do. There's thousands of others that, they're not real, they're not verified. And you can actually tell that the Nodi blockchain is legitimate because you can go see the GitHub website, which is where all the code is, and it's all transparent. You can see what's going on. You can go check out Certic. Certic is a blockchain verifier. They do audits. They make sure that it's programmed correctly, that the blocks in the chain are actually sharing and saving how they should. And then you can actually go see it live on nodiscanner.com. You can actually see all the blocks being created, whether every 4, 5, 10 minutes or so, a new block is getting created with the new transactions that are happening as people earn rewards and send tokens and all of that. You can see it. You can see it live. You can see that it's real and that it's been verified by third parties. So that's really cool. Okay. Now, all of that being said, if you don't have utility in your blockchain, it's kind of worthless. Okay. That's why there's thousands of blockchains out there, thousands of coins, and cryptocurrencies and whatever, but there's only a very few that actually have utility, that actually have real value. And if you don't have utility, like I said, it's just speculation. It's just guessing and hoping. But if you have utility, it's being used, right? There's actual real products and services going on. Now it's, okay, this is something valuable, right? This is something that you can actually trust and believe in. So the first thing that gives this blockchain utility is a product called Safe. Okay, so we call it Safe Nodi powered, and it's cloud storage. So if you were to compare any other cloud storage product out there, whether it's iCloud, Google Drive, Dropbox, there's a bunch, right? And they all charge right around the same price, right around $10 a month. Some are a little less, some are a little more, but what do you get for that, right? And most of them, if you're paying this about the $10 a month price point, then you're getting about 2 terabytes of storage, and they're secure, but they don't guarantee that they're not spying on you, right? And so with Safe, for that $10 a month, you're getting about triple the storage of the competition. You're getting that 2 form factor authentication. You're getting military grade encryption. And it's private by design. This is the key thing. It's private. There's no surveillance, no central control, just you. Okay. It's not a company that is, spying on you, checking out what you're saving. I got all my dog pictures in my Dropbox, and so now they know to send you advertising based on dogs. They're going to send you, hey, pet food and pet toys and whatever. None of that's happening, right? You're protected. They can't see any of your stuff. So really fun. You can store, sync, and share. You got privacy first ecosystem. It's built for the world, all over the world. It's of course decentralized, right? And the key thing about this is that you're unlocking rewards by having this subscription. You're also getting rewarded for it every single day. All right. So let's talk about Meetin. So Meetin is another platform for meetings, webinars, collaboration, and so much more. So $19.95 a month, right? So if you were to compare that to Zoom's kind of the biggest competitor out there, but there's others too. So there's GoToWebinar, there's a bunch, right? And they all cost right about the same. Okay, they all have a plan that's right around $20 a month. And so if you were to compare apples to apples, every other product out there, it's around 100 attendees, okay, for that same price point. You've got, about 10 gigabytes of cloud storage. and you've got sometimes they have limitations on the length of your meeting, sometimes not. But what none of them have is what Meetin offers. For the same price, you're getting triple the amount of attendees, so up to 300 instead of just 100, right? You're getting 100 gigabytes of cloud storage instead of just 10. You've got a way to stream to multiple platforms. You can stream to Facebook, you can stream to YouTube, you can stream to other platforms that you might be using, TikTok or whatever. Plus, you get 2 bonus meeting rooms, which is really cool because now you can, if you're doing different things, you can use one for your business, one for personal, whatever. Really fun. But the biggest thing is the language translation. This is huge. Okay, to get language translation on any of the other platforms, it's at least $50 a month, if not more. Right? You got a teleprompter, you got some widgets, you got some breakout rooms, web pages, all kinds of fun things, call to action buttons, right? Chat messages and stuff. So Meetin is a better product. It's cheaper. And again, by having your subscription to Meetin, you're going to be earning daily digital rewards, which is really, really cool. Okay. Now let's talk about Stacks. Okay. So this is the latest product being introduced by the Nodi blockchain through Cirrus networks. And what Stacks is a way for people to save money every single day, whether they're going out to dinner, whether they're shopping, whether it could be online shopping, right? And travel. So there's travel discounts if you need to book a hotel, that kind of stuff. So it's 2 products in just one platform. Okay. So for the one app, it's an app that you download on your phone or you can download it on your computer. Okay. Either way. And you install the app. And now you've got a portal where you can go in and you can get discounts and it will show you what's local, right? So you say, oh, what's around here? And it'll tell you, okay, hey, you could go get 18% off or 10% off or 20% off, whatever it is, okay, on the different stores and retail places, restaurants, all kinds of things, oil changes and stuff like that. And then, of course, looking for hotels all across the world. So Stacks is $29.95. And with that, you're getting the instant discounts, right? You just, okay, I'm out to eat. Can I get 10% off on my meal tonight, right? Really fun. And then, of course, with travel, if you ever need to travel, even if you just go once a year, a lot of times you can save up to 60% off on your vacation, right? On your hotels. And so that could be hundreds of dollars just in one trip that you take, right? So you're saving every day on different things. You're saving on any vacations you take. But then, of course, the hugest thing ever is getting blockchain rewards, not only for just having the subscription, but also when you use it. Because when you make purchases with the platform, whether it's travel, whether it's going out to dinner, whatever, you're getting 1-to-1 ratio. So if you spend $50, you're getting 50 digital rewards into your account. Okay, so that is a huge, huge value right there. All right, so let's look at the Stacks travel a little bit more in detail. Okay, as you get instant savings and digital reward points or DRP just for being subscribed, and then again for booking travel. So here's an example of some savings, okay? And this was a trip to Tokyo, just a test thing that we did from June 5th to June 14th, right? It's about 9 days. And we wanted to stay at the Tokyo Marriott Hotel, in the King Room, non-smoking. Well, compared to Marriott's own website, it would have been about $3,259. But we checked on Orbitz, we checked on Expedia, checked on Priceline, and they all were a little bit more discounted. But with Stacks, it was $755 cheaper than the hotel's own website, which is amazing, right? So huge savings. And it could be less than that, but just know that it's just automatic savings whenever you go, and they have a guarantee. So if you do happen to book it and then find it cheaper somewhere else later on, they will go ahead and match it. You just send them in a screenshot of the lower price, and they'll go ahead and refund you the difference. So pretty amazing. All right. Here's the daily instant discounts. Okay. So we're talking about rewards ecosystem and utility. Okay. Where your wallet just got smarter. So now you're getting daily discounts, access to hundreds of thousands of locations in the United States. You're getting discounted digital gift cards where you save instantly, and you're getting your digital node rewards from the blockchain. We like to call them DRP, right? Digital reward points, just for being a subscriber. So real utility there. Okay, not just pie in the sky, not just potential. Oh, I wonder if that will actually go up in value. No, this is for everyday people saving money and getting rewards for it. Okay, so the other really cool thing is that let's go ahead and move forward. There it goes. Okay, is that it's tied to tons of brands that we already know and love, right? So Cheesecake Factory, going on a cruise, Chevron, getting gas at Chevron, right? IKEA, Home Depot, Nordstrom, Chili's, all these places. There's literally thousands of places where you can go and get discounts thanks to this amazing program, right? And what's really fun is that it's also commissionable if you decide that you want to do this as a home-based business and share it with other people, right? You can earn money from all of this. Okay. Go ahead and go to the next slide, if it'll let me. Come on. There it goes. Okay. And then coming soon, here's the really cool thing, is that you're also going to be able to get more than just the 100%, right? So if you book travel, you buy a gift card, whatever, you're getting 100% on that, 1-to-1. But if you use Venmo, okay, using Venmo, it goes to 150%. So if you got a $100 gift card, you're going to get 150 rewards, right? And the other thing that's coming soon is an AI travel planning assistant and AI spending analysis. So that's really cool. And then, of course, if you decide that you want to do this as a business and refer it to other people, guess what? You're going to get 50% of what anybody you refer purchases. So you tell a friend or a coworker or whatever, family member, they sign up and they go and buy some gift cards and or book some travel. Guess what? You're going to get 50%. 50% of their purchase goes to you. Yeah, just so they're out there, saving money on dinner, saving money on shopping. They're getting rewards, and so are you. Really, really cool. All right, let's take a look at what else we have. So, we got a video, but you know what? I can't show it because it's actually been, this is a PDF, and so it's not in there. All right, so we'll not watch the video right now, but so basically there are 3 simple steps to get started with Stacks. You just get it, right? You pay for your subscription, you download it, put it on your phone, put it on your computer, you share it, you save with it, and then you repeat, right? And you just share, and you just share, and you just share, and you just share, because who doesn't want to save money? I think all of us know people that would like to save money on everyday dining, everyday shopping, right? Online shopping, and then of course, travel. Even if they only travel once a year or less, they're still getting huge, huge benefits from having this amazing application. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. There we go. And there are more apps that are coming soon, okay? So, this is just 3 examples so far that we've got, but yep, we've got additional powerful, what we call SaaS products that are going to continue to be added to the ecosystem. And we envision a community with hundreds of SaaS products in the future, products that people need, that they love and they want, and they can't live without, okay? So that is huge. All right. So let's see, did that duplicate? Is that why that's happening? Oh yeah, I can see that. Okay, so live your life, get rewarded, right? That is the mantra. That is why we're so excited about this, because now you just do everyday things, going and grabbing a Subway sandwich, right? Going out to dinner, going over to Target to buy some groceries. And now you're saving money on the actual purchase, right? And yeah, okay, 1, 2, 5, 10% off. That's great. But what's never been done before is that you now get digital rewards for your purchase. So if you went to Target and Target has groceries, right? So you're buying, maybe you got some clothes, maybe you got your milk and your cereal and your bread, and maybe you picked up a box of Coke or whatever, right? Just all kinds of things you can get at Target. And then you use your Target gift card through the Stacks app, and you're getting, let's just call it 5% off. So that's great. But what if you spent $100 on your groceries and other stuff, right? Well, guess what? Now you're getting 100 rewards for your purchase. Okay. So that's why this has real utility now. And that's why we say you just live your life and get rewarded. Okay. You just be connected. Your actions create real impact now. You're earning those rewards. Your contributions are recognized, and you're building your future. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about being a digital landlord, right? So being a digital landlord is really, really important because that's a trademark term. And what it comes down to is, okay, it's one thing to save money on my shopping. It's one thing to save money on my web conferencing. It's another thing to save money on my cloud storage for my pictures and stuff. Those are all valuable and great. But being part of a community and being rewarded for being part of a community is a key thing. And it's by having what we call digital landlordship or ownership in this online world. Okay. It's kind of cool. Just the same as if you were to go and buy property, right? Buy a condo or any kind of real estate, or whatever, land even, right? You're a landlord now, and that means that you get to have the benefits of whatever is happening in that condo or that rental property or whatever it is, right? And it's the same thing here. By being a digital landlord, you own a little piece of the internet, and now you get to get paid whenever those transactions on that internet are happening, right? So super amazing concept. So think of it like this example right here in this picture. So years ago, I remember hearing about this, where they were building out the cell phone towers all across the country. Okay, and they like, yeah, whether it was Verizon or T-Mobile or whatever, there were all kinds of other cell phone companies, small ones, that were out trying to build their own cellular network, right? And of course, the big ones in the end were AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile. But what they did was they said, oh, how are we going to put up our cell towers when the land is owned by other people? And so they had to actually go contact, people out on the farm, right? And say, hey, you guys have plenty of spare land. What if we put a cell phone tower up by your property, and we gave you a percentage, right, of all the calls that happen through that tower, like people are driving through, right? And so of course the owners of that land said, ooh, that sounds great. Yeah, I mean, it's just you guys are paying for it. Okay, cool. We'll let you put it up. And then those landowners made a lot of money because they were getting paid every single time somebody drove by and their cell phone connected to that tower. And that's a similar concept to what being a node owner is. Okay. When you own a node on a blockchain, every time one of those transactions, somebody buys a gift card, or somebody hosts a meeting on Meeting, or somebody pays for their subscription to Safe or whatever it is, those transactions get recorded on the blockchain, and your node gets a copy of that. And so you're providing a service for decentralization, and so you get rewarded. You get a little piece of all the transactions that are going on. Really, really fun, okay? And potentially really lucrative. So here's how it works. It's very simple. You use the apps, okay? So whether it's the Stacks app or the Meeting app or the Safe app, or in the future, other things that are coming, we know we've got like cell phone services that are coming and a whole bunch of other things. And now you're earning those Noti rewards just because you have you're an owner, right? You're a digital landlord, and because you're hosting your node and you're powering the blockchain, right? So that's how it works. It's that simple. Very, very easy and very, very fun. So your node turns participation into purpose because now you're empowering communities through connection, through collaboration, and meaningful impact. Okay. All right. So I think, is that the end? Maybe so. Let's see. Oh, no. Now we're going to talk about bundles. Okay. So here is something really cool. If you say, oh, you know what? Yeah, I could use all those things. Okay. I could use some, a safe place to put all my pictures and my files and share large files with other people and all that kind of stuff. Kind of tired of paying for, the Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever. Yeah, I'd rather use Safe. And you know what? I love Zoom and I've been using it, but I would love to have more seats. I would love to have more space for my recordings. I would love to have more options and bells and whistles and translation and all that stuff for the same price. Yeah, yeah, I would love to have Meeting, right? And then you're thinking, yeah, I would also love to have stacks. I would love to save money when I go out to dinner or when I go shopping or whatever. And I would love to earn one-to-one rewards on every purchase, of course. So I want stacks too. Well, what if you could save $10? What if you could get it in a bundle for just $49.95 instead of $60, right? Because if you got each one individually, it would be $60. So you save $10 by getting the Omni subscription, includes all three products. And now if you're doing this as a business, you also get what we call personal volume for the commission plan. But besides that, what's really cool is that you're now getting the daily rewards, 120 daily rewards, and that then gets paid into your wallet. So you have rewards, whether you use it or not, right? That's the key thing here is there might be some days, you're in the weekend, you're just home, you're not doing meetings, you're not storing photos, you're not going out shopping, you're just at home. Well, guess what? You're still getting 120 daily rewards for that. So that's really, really powerful, right? Oops, I think it skipped ahead too far. Hold on 1 second. Let me get back. There we go. Okay. So that is amazing, right? Really good price, really, really, good way to save money and get 120 rewards every single day. Okay. Well, the other thing is you might be thinking about the future, right? And you might be thinking, ooh, I want extra rewards. I want to, because the rewards, you're going to be able to spend those and actually get future products and be able to get gift cards and be able to get travel and other things using the rewards. Not quite yet, but in the near future, relatively near future, we'll be able to spend those daily rewards, right? So as we're shopping, as we're booking travel, as we're doing all these things, we're getting extra rewards. As we're hosting meetings, we're getting rewards. So for activities, we're getting rewards and we're getting daily rewards just for the subscription. So you might think to yourself, you know what? I want to think about the future. I want to be prepared for when the rewards have a monetary value and I want to be able to spend them. So I'm going to get the Omni Plus subscription because now I'm able to get what we call the DRP booster. Okay. So instead of just 120 daily rewards, you're now going to get 220. Okay, so with the Omni Plus subscription, you get all the same products, right? But you're also increasing your daily rewards by 100, which is really, really cool. Plus, if you're doing the business, this subscription qualifies you now for the compensation plan. Okay, compensation requires that you have 100 PV, right? And so because this offers 100 PV, guess what? You're now getting that extra, not only the extra rewards, but you're also getting the PV you need to be qualified to earn commissions as you share this with other people. All right. So pretty awesome concept to go ahead and just get yourself an Omni Plus subscription. Okay. Now, another thing that is giving huge value to the blockchain and the rewards is that there's something called layer 2 projects. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, the Node blockchain as a layer 1 blockchain is a foundation. Okay? It's a foundation, so you could think of it as laying the road. And now what's going to happen is they're going to add all kinds of things along that road. Okay, it could be maybe on that road there's a toll booth, right? Some parts of the country are really familiar with that, having toll booths. The other thing, maybe they're putting gas stations on the on and off ramps, right, to that highway. And so, guess what? Those are what we could consider layer 2 projects, right? So you own the freeway, right? And because you own it, now all these new businesses and gas stations that are coming in on the on and off ramps and stuff, you get a piece of that because they would have nothing if it wasn't for your highway, right? And so you own the highway, so now you get a little percentage of all the stuff that's happening on all the infrastructure that starts to come in on those highways. So or around the highway. So really kind of cool concept, right? Whether it's marketplaces or games or analytics or NFTs, all kinds of fun stuff that's going to come in on the Node blockchain in the future. Okay, so now it comes down to timing, right? So the whole world is becoming decentralized. Almost everything is going to use blockchain technology at some point, right? And we are pioneering this, okay? We're creating digital landlordship. We're allowing people to have ownership, not just owning coins, right? That's actually old school. That's the last decade. Okay, that's what people used to do. Is they used to buy coins, whether it was Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, and those things, they still have value. They have a store of value and all that. But when it comes to really owning the internet and the golden age of crypto and all those things, it's having node ownership. So you own the rails, you own the infrastructure, so that you get the maximum benefit of all of that. So pretty cool to get in right at the beginning before the masses know about it. Okay. All right. So I think, is that it? Oh, and then, okay. Now, if you just decide you do want to go ahead and get a node, right, and be a digital landlord, you can do that through, we have quarter nodes, and we have half nodes, and we have whole nodes. Okay. So the quarter node is $339. Okay. And with that, you're going to get the Omni Plus subscription, and you're going to get a quarter node that's going to then pay out daily rewards for the foreseeable future. We're estimating about 20 years or so, right? So that's huge, okay? And of course, so there it is, 305, okay? 305 daily rewards for your quarter node. That's a big deal. Okay. Now, if you want to kind of maximize and say, you know what, I want to get more, I want to get more daily rewards. Well, guess what? You could do a half node, and that would give you your Omni Plus subscription. Plus, you get all the stuff, right? The DRP booster, all the products and everything included for the first month. And now you're getting 390 daily rewards. Okay. So that's huge as well. And then you might say, you know what? No, I want to do the full thing. I want to get a full node. Okay. Well, then, yeah, you can go ahead and get a full node bundle with all the software included, right? All the SaaS products included. So that's $11.97. Okay. You're saving $160. You're basically getting all of the services for free, and includes everything, and including the DRP booster. And now you're going to get, I think it's right around, 660. Okay, so 660 daily reward points, which is an amazing, amazing deal. Okay, so it's super simple. Step one, you just sign up, right? Say, yep, I think I want to do this. This is great. So yeah, I want to, get back to the person that invited you to see this presentation, ask the questions, get your answers. Then you're going to pick your bundle, right? Say, yep, I want the full node, I want the half node, I want the quarter node, whichever one you want, right, to get going with. And then you just start earning commissions and digital rewards. You start using the services, you start saving money with the Stacks app, all of that, and then you just share it, right? You share it with other people, and you start to earn for every time there's a purchase from people that you have personally referred to Cirrus. So super easy. Okay, that is it. That is the model. We're super excited to have anybody that's interested be part of the community, because we're here to support you. We're here to educate, to guide, to train, all those things. If you have questions about what Nodi is and how blockchain works and all those things, hey, yeah, reach out, and somebody is definitely available to help you out. Okay, and there was the disclaimer again, and that is it. So that is the new Cirrus presentation. Hope you liked it. Definitely, I love the graphics. They do a great job on the graphics, obviously, and super fun. All right, so some of the common questions that have come up over the last little bit is, as we make this transition, right? Because before we only had just the the Cirrus Safe or the Meetin product. That was it. And then now we've got these bundles, right? And so a lot of people are saying, well, what do I do? What's the best plan moving forward? If I just barely paid for my subscription to Meetin, do I wait for 30 days and then get the bundle, whatever? So yeah, that's definitely something you'll have to decide, right? I know it can kind of feel a little uncomfortable to say, I don't know if I'm like wasting money by doing that, because by getting my bundle, I'm cutting off part of my 30-day period, right? And so yeah, that is definitely something you have to consider. And everybody can decide where they're at with their own personal budget, with their own situation and stuff. Some people have chosen to say, you know what, I want to get stacks right now. I'm willing to just kind of eat it. I paid $20 for Meetin, or I paid $10 for the safe, and that's okay. I want stacks right now, and I'm going to get the bundle. And so they just go ahead and do it, right? Others are saying, you know what, I'm going to wait until at least May 1st, because on May 1st, that's the new month, and I want it to qualify me for commissions for the new month and everything. Also respectable, right? Like we're not, we're only a few days away until May 1st. And so that's what I personally am going to do. I'm thinking it's only 4 days away or whatever. So I will probably go ahead and just grab my Omni bundle on Friday, May 1st. And that'll be my new subscription day every month. And then on that day is when I'll go ahead and cancel, the previous subscriptions, because I don't need them anymore, right? Once I'm on the Omni bundle, then I don't need to pay for a separate Meetin and a separate safe, right? And so that's my plan, is to wait until Friday and go ahead and get my Omni subscription and then cancel. So if anybody needs help with that, it's not super complicated, but I can definitely understand that there's some people that might need some help getting that done. It's not, I guess, super obvious. You could go through support, right? If you do just want to send an email into customer support, they can go ahead and cancel subscriptions for you if you don't want to go in and do it yourself. But or if you want to just set up one-on-one time with me, or whoever your sponsor is, we can help you out that way. It's not hard. You can get it done in literally just a few minutes. But the basic idea is that you go into your back office, and there's a menu item that says subscriptions on it, and you can just go in and choose cancel. And you have to, there's a verify process, right? So you choose cancel, it sends you an email. There's a link that says, do you really want to cancel? And you say yes, and then it officially cancels that subscription. Okay. So definitely reach out. Let me know if you do need help getting that done. Or, there's others I know that have already just said, you know what, it's okay. I'm just going to do it right now because I want stacks right now, and I'll just cancel my subscription. And I'm not worried about, a week or two of difference, right? So definitely let me know though if you need help on that. Okay. Any other questions? Let's go ahead and open it up. If you have questions, go ahead and either chat or just unmute yourself, and we'll go ahead and answer whatever you guys are thinking about.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi.
What's going on, boss? The packages that you showed, if you can see, it's Alex. I'm not sure if you can see my name.
Yeah.
For the packages, the full node packages, including all the services, the screen that you shared said all for free. Does that mean for free for 1 month or the entire year?
Yeah. No, 1 month. Yeah. Yeah. So what happens is, let me go back to that slide. So what happens is, like on this one, for example, right? So when you go to purchase this bundle, okay, the full Node Node Cloud 4 bundle, what it'll do is it will actually show you the option. It'll say, okay, so you're getting all of this for just $11.97 for 30 days, right? And then it will ask you, what do you want to continue with from month 2 forward, right? And it'll give you the option. You can do either the Omni or the Omni Plus. So it'll give you, there's a little menu option there, and you just pick which one. Okay, so yeah, so it's 30 days of free services, and then after the 30 days is up, then it will bill you for whichever Omni Plus subscription you picked.
Got it. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Okay. Any other questions? Type it in the chat or go ahead and unmute yourself. Awesome. Wow. Hey, I must have done a good job.
Hey, Jeremy. It's Mark again.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mark.
Had you been able to determine what we had mentioned in regards to or discussed in regards to that whole founders deal? Had you gotten any word back on that whole start date, or is it a 30-day period and it restarts every 30 days, or how that whole thing worked?
Yep. Yeah. So here's what I know on that. So going back to I don't have a slide on that actually, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, so there's a founders thing, right? Founders challenge, which is if you get 4 purchases of that full Cloud 4 bundle, right? So the full node bundle, which one of them can be yours. Okay, so you can either get 4 individual people or yourself and 3 others. But the day that the first bundle is purchased is when the 30 days starts. Okay, so the 30-day countdown clock starts whether you purchase it yourself, and now you've got 30 days to go get 3 more, right? Or if you're already in and you decide, oh, I want to get it, right? And you go buy it, then same thing. Whether you buy it or the first person you go get that buys one that's personally enrolled to you, that's when that 30 days starts. So yeah, so it's not first of the month. It's not it's based literally on the first time either you or somebody you personally enrolled buys that Cloud 4 bundle, 30 days clock starts going.
And any headway by any slim chance on that whole totaling of 4 full nodes, or it's just strictly is going to be full nodes only are going to qualify? No other piecemealing about it, just straight full nodes.
Right now, that's how it's programmed, and yep. So yeah. So as soon as that, and it could be a month from now, 2 months, whatever. Whenever that first Cloud 4 bundle gets purchased, the clock starts. So you got to watch it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Great. Okay. So I've been sharing in the Telegram and WhatsApp and other places, there's the strategy, right? So how do we go share this now? Okay, so some people are really good at doing big ticket sales and getting people to come in on the full node, and and they love to make their 30% on full nodes and make a lot of money, and that's awesome. So if you're wanting to do that, great. We've got plenty of information about how to go do that and do the founders challenge like Mark saying, because that's some good upfront money going out and selling full nodes. No problem with that. Great if that's what you want to do, perfect. But not everybody is good at that. And so the other strategy, right, is to lead with stacks. I mean, I think that's kind of what a lot of us are interested in. That's what I know I'm most interested in, because my personal opinion on it is I want to go and get people that are going to be using it every day and having a good experience, and being able to then share that experience with others, because there's real utility and all of that, right? And I think as much as the full node is cool, to go and make that 30%, one time and everything, where I think is most valuable is the residual, right? The residual of having people continue to pay for their subscription every month. Okay, so strategy on that, right? And the basic strategy really is as simple as this. Are they a customer in the first place, or are they wanting to do the business and have commissions on top of the rewards, right? So you just have to explore. You have to explore with people, but the best way to get the kind of the foot in the door is the little 2-minute video that we were given, right? Which is awesome. It's one of the best videos I've seen. I think it's really fun. And so on the Telegram and WhatsApp and Messenger, I gave a little script of some things you can share, right? So that's what I would do. I would personally, and this is what I'm doing, is set a goal, right? To contact a certain amount of people every day. Now you could do that if you're on Facebook. One of the cool things about Facebook is it tells you when people's birthdays are, right? And so that's kind of one way to think about it is, oh, who do I contact today? Who do I contact today? Well, Facebook will tell you, hey, so and so, so and so, so and so is having a birthday today, right? And so it's very easy to break the ice by going and just saying happy birthday to all the people having a birthday, right? And so you could start with that, just a very simple, hey, happy birthday. And then when they respond, right, you can say, and here's a fun one that kind of to break the ice. You could either do it one day before or one day after, right? Because when you're doing it on the day of the birthday, it's like you're one of hundreds of people saying happy birthday that day, right? But if you do it the day before, because Facebook will tell you, Facebook will say, oh, it's so and so's birthday tomorrow, right? And so you can go in and do all the tomorrow birthdays, right? You can get them a day ahead, and that way you stand out, right? You are now unique. Or it could be the day after, right? Because now you're saying, oh, sorry, belated birthday. But now you are not just one of hundreds, you are the unique person saying happy birthday one day ahead, or what? Yeah, happy birthday one day after. Once they acknowledge you, then, right, because you said, hey, happy birthday tomorrow, wanted to catch it early because I hope you're having a great one or whatever, and then they're going to be like, oh wow, thank you, right? At that point you can then say, hey, by the way, I've been involved with this really cool thing, and as a birthday gift to you, I think it'd be really fun if you're into saving money, right? And so happy birthday. Here's my gift on how you can save money on shopping and travel, whatever. Here's a little 2-minute video that explains it, and then you send it, right? And is to say, hey, let me know, right? Let me know if this is something you'd be interested in, if it's something that could help you as you're celebrating your birthday. If you're going out to dinner tomorrow for your birthday, and you want to save some money on your birthday dinner. So that's one way to do it, right? It's not the only way, but one thing you could do. And then you send the little 2-minute video, and then you collect responses, right? They respond and they say, oh, that looks really fun. What is it? Tell me, how can I find out more about that? Or maybe they might say, oh, thanks, and then just ghost you, right? That can happen too, right? Or they might just be like, oh no, that's not for me, right? Whatever. That's okay, right? At least you gave them a chance to watch it. But if you do that every day, right, you have a goal to however many that is. It could be 3, 5, 10 people that are having a birthday tomorrow, and you send that off. Chances are you're going to get 2 or 3 that say, oh, wow, that's really cool. Okay, yeah, let's talk, right? And then you say, okay, hey, I've got another video I can share with you. It's a little bit longer, right? And then you can send them like my 30-minute video that I shared, or there's others that you could put out there, and one that Bob did or whatever, and then send that to them, right? Or invite them to the Thursday night call, or whatever you want to do, or just say, hey, you know what? Let's get on a call. Let's talk. I can tell you all about it. So that's what you could do. It's really super fun. Or like Alex is saying in the chat here, there's there's the gift cards, right? So really interesting concept, right? You could actually buy somebody a gift card. Like if it's their birthday and you know them, right? So not just random people on your Facebook, but an actual, like, hey, this is a friend, that I've known, and you're willing to spend $10 on them or something, yeah, why not? Why not buy them a $10 gift card to Target, or a $10 gift card to Starbucks, or a $10 gift card to whatever, right? As a gift, actual gift, and send it off and be like, hey, here's an example of what I'm doing. I saved 5% on this gift card I'm sending you for your birthday. And then they'll be like, wow, okay, right? So as a marketing expense kind of thing, right? It's like, oh, I'm sitting, and you could even do just a $5 one, right? If you're worried about cash, hey, I'm sending you a $5 gift card to Burger King, whatever. And so you could do that, right? You could literally use it to be like, hey, here's a gift card, and text it over to them, send that link over to them. They can download it, and then you can explain, I got this gift card using the Stacks product, and save money and earn digital rewards. I got paid to buy you a gift card. You want to learn how that works, right? So yeah, and yep. And then okay, so you're talking about a Stacks subscription gift card.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that was my question, and I see
yeah,
Mark's.
okay,
I'm
I got
trying to understand
there.
Mark's
Yeah.
response.
No, okay. So that's what you're saying is, if they could program in a Stacks, maybe like a Cirrus gift
Yeah,
card.
to say, hey, here's a 1 month subscription. That way you can try it out, and then afterwards just renew.
I like it.
That was my
Yeah, that
question.
was okay. Got it. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love that idea. Yep. Okay, I'm going to suggest it. Yep, great thought. I like it. Okay, now see what happens. We get creative here, and this is awesome. Okay, I'm definitely going to bring that up and see if we
Yeah,
could.
because a $30 gift card, I mean, $30 subscription is a birthday gift.
Right?
Instead of
Yeah.
buying a family meal at McDonald's, hey, here's $30 subscription.
Yep. I love it. Yeah. And now they've got it. Now they can use
I
it.
would really like that as a
Yeah.
gift to be able to provide.
Now they're in your downline, right?
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Yes. Okay, cool. Yep. We're going to definitely work on that one. I love it. All right. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. And okay. So we're coming up on the hour. Any last minute questions, last minute thoughts? Okay, I think we're good. So anyway, so there it is. That's Cirrus, that's Stacks. Those are the bundles. There's some strategies you guys can use to go ahead and share this with as many people as you want. And no, yeah, Mark, you're great. Alex, you're great. Thank you for your comments. Appreciate that. George, awesome. And definitely, again, reach out. Let me know if you have any trouble getting transitioned over from one subscription to the next and all that. Should hopefully not be too difficult. And then let's work with anybody that you've signed up also to get them on the new Omni bundles. And let's go. I mean, I know people have been setting goals. Think about this. You're basically making so we talked about this, right? So 20% on a subscription. So $6 for every personal person that you get on a Stack subscription. That's actually really good money. Really good money. And you don't have to go sign up 100 people in a month, right? Like, it'd be awesome if you could, but you just do this time, over time, get a few a week or a few a month, and just every month. And next thing you know, you got 10, 20, 50, 100 people, right? But now they're getting excited. They're going out shopping. They're sharing it with their friends because they can. And it just goes, right? And that's the beauty of this one, is that it's unlike, trying to sell nodes all day. I mean, it's good money, right, to sell nodes, but they're not residual. They're just the one time. Whereas this, it just kind of goes and duplicates because the masses can use it, right? Anyway, all right, with that, we'll go ahead and call it a night. Thanks everybody for jumping on, and stay tuned because some good things are coming. We just found out today that we're going to get some more information about the AI aspect of Stacks and what that's going to do. And then the cherry on top of all of this is the Visa card that's going to allow us to spend our rewards anywhere Visa is accepted. That's coming, guys, in May. So, all right, we will be in touch. Stay tuned, and we'll see everybody Thursday with the Lunch and Learn, and Thursday night for Bob's Call. Okay.